Hello, hello, everybody. I hope you guys are excited because we got another character preview on the menu for today. This time it is Sprocket, the latest hero from the Hive faction. A faction that is quite exciting, at least on paper. Like so far we've seen a couple of these guys. Snazbang, of course, a unit that doesn't need to be like... You don't have to combine Snazbang with other units to get the most out of Snazbang. Snazbang just casually sometimes one-shots the entire enemy team, and the rest of the faction, if you are putting them up against Snazbang so far, has been a little bit of a disappointment, because it's very obvious that they can only make the most of their effects if you have a couple of repair actions going on, and if you have a couple of mechanical units on the board, and if you have like a couple more mechanics, basically. I love you. Well, thank you so much. I love you guys too. Today, this might be the missing piece for this particular faction. I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. Obviously, we want to do the opposite. But I'm quite hyped about this unit. I feel that Sprocket might be the best unit yet, at least if we're looking at it in terms of a synergy perspective. Snazbang is cool and exciting and you can just like put him on the board and he wins you games, but Sprocket is something else. Sprocket is a unit that gets better the more other units that are similar, that work together with her, are on the board as well. And then you, like, all of those units get better together. And those are the units that I absolutely love the most. Like another example would basically be a unit like Umanu, for example. On her own she doesn't do all that much, but once you combine Umanu with a couple of other dark units, you get like a lot more out of her. All the other units become better because of Umanu, because of the darkness spread that she's enabling. Hey, oh, thanks Soul. Hey Griffin, hey. Hype train. Yeah, there's a couple of players who are already kind of excited about that unit because they were able to get their hands on it kind of early. One ambassador by the name of Lord Nakko, a big fan of Cinder, who is even playing Cinder in the Legend League and shows everybody else that Cinder is quite a powerful unit if you like know how to use the unit. These units, all of these units that are like cool with machines, get so much better thanks to Sprocket. So, generally speaking, I want to start the character preview kind of early, but I also tried to give you guys as much of a preview for the, or not really a preview, I mean we've all played it, as much of an insight into the new tournament mode as possible. So for that reason, I'm like high on tickets and I just need to double check, because honestly it was a bit of a chaotic afternoon for me so far. I just need to double check if we ever cap on tickets. And it looks like in 15 minutes we're gonna have 8 tickets. And I don't think we're gonna be done with this preview in 15 minutes. So I'm just gonna indulge myself in this game mode. We're gonna play 1 or 2 matches just to get other guys the chance to join our live stream, because people are not always on time. I know for a fact I'm not good with being on time. And so we're just gonna play 1 or 2 games in Tournament Arena. And then we basically start with the character preview. There's a 100% chance that I'm going to lose one of these matches, because I'm absolutely, for whatever reason, I cannot focus on talking and playing at the same time. I would totally love to comment on the matches of other people in this game mode. I think this would be super exciting and fun, and I'm trying to make this happen for you somewhere down the line. Just so far it wasn't really possible. So we're playing against Mr. Wing. First things first, you always have to say hi before you do anything else. At least that's how I play. So here we have a Queen Akesho on the other side. She can walk 1, 2, 3 spots and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically we cannot move thanks to the enemy's Queen Akesho together with a Naevis. If she goes 1, 2, 3, the Naevis can, yeah, go behind her. Okay, so that's kind of bad. Let's just give like a target. Maybe not. Maybe that's a bad idea. I think we can do this, and I think that's more or less it. I don't like it when that happens. This is the exciting thing about this game mode. You cannot just like rush out and hope for the best. You need to have a bit of a strategy at least. So here, so far I don't have a... Oh, interesting. The enemy is like one of these eager guys. That's cool. That's cool. So his Bussy is already in range. Kind of surprised about that. For my gigs. Okay. Now his Nimrod is in range of my gigs. Okay. Let's see. So we could move him here, and then we could hit Nimrod. And if we get super lucky, we kind of have to get a little bit lucky, but if we get super lucky, we're going to get rid of Nimrod. That would be like a big win in my book. Because then he wouldn't have a lot of darkness spread. So let's try this. Yeah, it was a crit hit, but not critical enough. Let's see, you can hit this guy. Okay, that's not the worst idea. We would get rid of our own. Oh, come on. Also, learn to ignore the time counter. That's my best piece of advice here. This might not work out. If you're super lucky, Nimrul gets taken down. If Nimrul doesn't get taken down, we're gonna be in trouble. Okay, that's good. That's really good. Let's just keep you in the back. Nimrod is gonna go ham here. Nimrod is gonna go ham. Nakko here, by the way. Yes, that is Nakko. I know, but most other people probably don't know. I always rush out by placing Toko in the bush. I guess that works, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good advice. Okay. Not very impressive, by the way, Queen Akeshu as a common unit. That's not good. Okay, I mean, like, all things considered, this could have gone a lot worse. And I like this, that we can just casually get rid of this guy without really doing anything. Oh, of everybody. Oh, what am I doing? I thought I had this. Now this is a tiny bit more complicated. Ah! I should have attacked with high ground. I want to be in the shrub. My Accio blocked. Why does he not use the active? Oh, I'm so lucky. Look at this. Okay, so we can heal a little bit. We can deal a little bit of damage. How we got 4 points, so we got 5 points. Okay, lucky me. Woof, woof. This game mode is super exciting because everybody makes mistakes all the time, me included. Like, don't get me wrong, me included. Do you know if we are going to have Tournament Arena prior to the festival? Unfortunately, I don't know. I think it's not on the schedule that Kyle has posted on the official Discord. So most people just go by the official schedule. The other question that is very interesting for most people is, so does this game mode need to be added in one of the new builds? So we can only have Arena again when a new version of the app is being released? Or can they just pull a trigger somewhere in the Snowprint office and they say, okay, it's Tournament Arena time, button press, and then bam, we have Tournament Arena back. Because that would be super exciting, because then I would love to have this every week. I mean, obviously the prices are amazing if you didn't try it out yet. Honestly, I love the fact that we get energy refreshes. Like, I cannot speak highly enough of this. The ability to just like farm a couple more laurels or a couple more shards per day without having to put down like serious gem investments. Like, to me, it makes a world of a difference. Don't know what it's like for you guys, but I love that fact about this game mode. And even if the first prices wouldn't be like as exciting as they are, because it's basically, I don't know how many XP points it is, but you can basically get like a level, an entire level for one unit just via XP books. And if you ever tried leveling units like Yasmin, for example, which is a really good example, I don't have the time, or like I have too much life to do hit and die with Yasmin. So whenever I have like some gold and some XP books, I just do this. Like, I'm gonna do this all the way until she's at level 50, and I have zero regrets about this. Like, I just find this way too painful, leveling Yasmin any other way, so I'm just gonna do this. The energy felt really good, I agree. Yeah, I think the energy is great. I stacked the energy for the festival. Yeah, that's a great idea. I didn't even think of that. I didn't even consider that. But great idea. Honestly, a great idea. Okay, so we have another hour, both for Hero Arena as well as Tournament Arena. Everything is Arena these days. So that means we do have enough time to take a look at Sprocket. You're going for Legend. With the new festival system, I hope to get Epic easily. Honestly, I have no idea. This is some quite exciting news. I totally would have forgotten to talk about this. So let's quickly brush up on this, guys. The new festival structure. So I didn't do any testing, but this new upcoming festival is not going to be the raid party that all the past festivals have been, at least for the veteran players. So if you're going into an encounter, let's say you're playing Great Desert Battle 40, for example, and you're heading into the encounter, you can now see the battle difficulty here at the bottom of the screen. This is new, because in the past, the game would just look at your 5 strongest units, and then it would basically tell you, okay, this is battle difficulty because of your 5 units. These days, you could do stuff and bench other units. Like, we could just start benching units, and unfortunately my Queen Akeshu on her own is so strong that I already have like very easy difficulty. So you can basically try out stuff. Like, for example, you go with a Tanamo, and if you were to unequip her to a certain amount, and then just put like 2 really bad units in there, Here we go. These guys are not very developed. And you know that your Tanamo is strong enough to just one-shot the entire enemy team. Honestly, I don't know if she is. I don't think she is. I'm not going to try it out right now. But if you had a unit like that can just do that, like Queen Akeshu is probably strong enough to handle the entire enemy guys on her own. If you can do that, you can, and you need a light enemy victory, you could get more points out of playing campaign levels or elite campaign levels than you can get for raiding. And that's some very exciting news. And the same is true for Hero Arena. So you can also go into the Hero Arena, and then in the Hero Arena you have like a very strong opponent like Trutu, for example here. He's got like 899,000 power, so pretty strong opponent. And then you know, okay, this map is a walk in the park. I don't really need all of my good units here. So I can just put like Queen Akeshu on one side, for example, Granny in the middle, and I need Akio. Let's see if we can make this work. I think we can do this. So yeah, it's 4-star difficulty right now. So what do I need against this enemy? I need, yeah, this is it. I don't need a 4th unit. I mean, I can tag Tokon in, but that's pretty much it. This is fine for me. This is gonna work. So you just, obviously this is not gonna work now after I said this. But you're just gonna do this, you're gonna do this. You say, okay, everybody take some damage. And then Tanamo says, party time. And now you just finish the battle with 4-skull difficulty very easily. And that would have given you the max points for the festival. So if you like, obviously this depends a lot on the level and on your enemies and stuff like that. But there's a very good chance that you constantly get like 4-skull difficulty if you have enough good units that allow you to bench other units altogether. What do you mean by elite raid? Oh yes. So what Nakko is saying, in the past it would not make any sense to raid a level like this one. If you were raiding it, when the festival is on, you can also see the festival points, like how many festival points you get if you click on the rewards for the level, and then it would tell you that raiding a desert stage is like 15 festival points, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not entirely sure, sorry guys. But you get something like less than 2 points per energy you spend. And that's normally the threshold. Because if you raid Cursed Lands, you tended to get 13 festival points for 6 energy, which is a little bit more than 2 festival points per energy. And obviously, everybody knows this. What you wanted to do during every festival, more than anything else, was you go to these early levels, because they only cost you 3 energy, and then you could rate them for 7 festival points. And again, you get more festival points than you would put energy into the level. You get like a little bit more than 2 festival points per energy spent. And this was not the case in the past when you went to Elite Campaign. If you were raiding Elite Campaign, you would get, I think it was 15 points for the festival, and you would have to invest 10 energy. So that's only 1.5 festival points per energy spent. So it wasn't efficient in terms of an optimization perspective when you try to get as many festival points as possible. And this has changed with the new structure. I honestly, I just briefly looked over everything. I can't give you exact values, but there's a point system in place, and bottom line is it's going to be so much easier to get a lot of festival points. The internal testing that was done, as far as I know, but please don't quote me on this, was that 4 or 5 or maybe even 6 players, something like that, are going to be able to unlock Legendary. Which is not the case in the past. Only the #1 person in the entire festival was able to unlock the unit at Legendary. And now, with the new festival structure and the new point system, it's gonna be possible for more than 1 person to unlock Legendary. And obviously, in my opinion, that is super exciting. I can't wait for the new festival, especially because of the unit that we're gonna be previewing right now, and that is Sprocket. So let's go here to the hero overview screen, and then if we walk all the way to the bottom, we can see Sprocket. The basics. Sprocket is another rogue, not super surprising, because all of the heroes from the Hive faction are not mages. So they are either warriors or they are rogues. We've seen that Snazbang, for example, happened to be mage. As yeah, of course, Ollie, right. He was a rogue, obviously. And then we see the other guys. Honestly, I don't remember. Oh, everybody's a rogue, apparently. No, sorry, they are not. Basiklongson is a warrior. He just wears a lot of weapons for whatever reason. But yes, Basiklongson is a warrior. And then Snazbang was a rogue. And then also Static Crackle was another rogue. the unit that felt most like a mage because you can attack from a distance and not have to like run in. Also, I built her really strongly, as you can see. And now we're going to continue with Sprocket, which happens to be another rogue. Alright, so this means she's good against mages, generally speaking. The color wheel, in case you didn't know, you just look at the logo of Rivengard, which you can see at the very top of the screen. Here you go. Red units have advantage against yellow units and against blue units. You basically have to look at the wedges. Like if this is your color, you're good against this color and this color. If you happen to have a blue unit, you're going to be good against green and against red. If you have a dark unit, you're going to be good against light and against green. In case you didn't know this is really useful because half the time I forget. And this way you can actually remember it. You can also, of course, just click on this and it will tell you you're doing extra damage against mages in all cases, and you're doing extra damage and more extra damage, like color and class advantage, if you're going up against blue or yellow mages. Alright, so this is the basics. The unit, however, will not attack all that much. That's the active effect. Before we talk about the active effect, let's quickly look at the traits. We got magic resistance, just like all the other units in the Hive faction. So that just positions that unit even better against mages. They take less damage from mages. This effect is very similar to Ranaklu's effect, just not that he says whenever he's being attacked by a melee attack. In this case, it doesn't matter if it's a ranged attack or a melee attack, as long as it's magical damage, 20% is going to get subtracted. So that's kind of good. And then of course, we do have another mechanic, just like all of these little gnomes, they love to work and tinker on their machines. Alright, so why should you get excited about this unit? Truth be told, this is one of those units, like, have you ever heard about a movie that was like, okay, and then they felt like, okay, this movie is not really performing with our test audience, we need to do some reshoots. It's very similar with this unit. This unit used to be one of those units, and there's a couple of these units in this game, that had one really good effect. That really good effect happens to be the active effect. So that's active, unleash. Let me just type this quickly. I can't type and talk at the same time for whatever reason today. And that's unleash Kill-a-Tron. This is a very exciting active effect. This unit summons a Kill-a-Tron next to the target. The target needs to be next to Sprocket because Sprocket is not a ranged unit. So you have to be able to walk with Sprocket next to the unit that you want to target. So this is important, keep that in mind. This is not a snaz bang where you're like from a distance, you're just gonna shoot everybody into the moon or like place killer robots on the field. You have to be able to walk up to the enemy. And that's a big fat like disadvantage for this unit when you compare it to snaz bang, but that doesn't mean that the unit is bad. Don't worry. You're then gonna have that Kill-a-Tron spawn. It's not a summon. It spawns, it's being placed on the field, it magically appears, whatever you want to call it. It is not a summon. It summons, it shows up, making a big entrance next to the target in any field. You don't know where it's going to be. It could be on the other side in the back of the unit, it could be right next to Sprocket. You don't know, this is just going to be random. And then it immediately starts firing its Singer rockets. Well, Singer rockets is something we're somewhat familiar with because we have seen Singer rockets with the other units from the Hive faction. So if we go back up, Basiklongsen, for example, he shoots Singer rockets, and just like other effects that have like a unique term, they all do the same damage. So once the Kill-a-Tron is at level 33, his Singer rockets are going to be doing 328 until 430 damage. This is similar to how Gix is spawning tadpoles and they have the exact same stats as Dorga's tadpoles. Or similar to how Ranaklu is creating shades and they have the exact same stats as the shades that Queen Akeshru is producing. So this is the same logic, just in a different faction. This time it's all about Singer rockets and they deal a lot of damage. There's a tiny mistake here, and that is that these Singer rockets, apparently they have this little sword icon, which means that it's like attack damage. Yeah, I think it's attack damage. I never remember what it is, but Nakko will know. Which normally means that they can crit. They cannot crit. It's ability damage, which means there is no chance for these Singer rockets to crit, which also makes sense because like the rockets don't have a crit value. Your unit has a crit value. In my case, a ridiculous 1605. But most units don't have that. The Singer rockets do not be able to crit. So that's very important. Keep that in mind. Also, Nakko just said this. It's not a summon. Yes, the text will be changed. Text change, very good keyword because we're going to be talking about some more text changes. So, this killer robot ends up on the field and immediately attacks. This is good. Like extra units in Rivengard are always 100% without exception, always good. There is no exception to this rule. It's even better if the extra unit you're placing on the field is not a summon, because that means that this unit doesn't care about Scruffy, doesn't care about Runnerclue, doesn't care about Bullmon. They just exist on the field and give you more board presence. Heck, even a tree can be really good in Rivengard. Every time you are able to like put this number game and affect it in a way that you have more numbers on the board than your enemy, or you can strategically place another object on the field, ideally a summon or something that can attack, like a killer robot for example, you're gonna be in a better position than you were before. Because at the end of the day, Rivengard is a game of numbers. So for that reason alone, this unit is already exciting. But wait, there's so much more. So now we're looking at the old text, and this is very important. This is the old text, and this makes one heck of a difference. So this is the passive, which is called Battle Tinkerer. And Battle Tinkerer says that instead of repairing, which is something that all the mechanics can do in this game, an enemy target, keep that in mind, we're going to be going back to that in a second, with the mechanical trait. So let's say your opponent is playing a killer robot, or your opponent is playing a sunshine, something like that. You can walk up with Sprocket. Again, you have to walk up because she's not ranged, and then you can basically use your repair action. But instead of repairing, the target immediately takes a turn as if it were a friendly unit. So it's basically like an auto-controlled unit, like a Shade basically, or like any summon in this game, and they will immediately deal half its normal damage plus 26. Obviously, just like all of these effects, this gets worse or better, depending on where we're looking at. This is right now the stats of the unit. Let's go to the Battle Tinkerer. We can see at maxed out at rare, we are already doing plus 252. That is a lot. That's a lot more attack than units normally have at rare. And then it gets worse for your opponent and better for you. Because at level 35, you're already doing 475 on top of half the normal damage. Now this is suddenly getting out of hand. This is quite strong. Just imagine someone was using this on your Sunshine. Like at level 35, I don't have a level 35 Sunshine for you guys, but I do, this is not correct, but I do have a level, I think he's maxed out at rare. At rare we can see he's doing 189, and we just saw that the passive is doing plus 252, so he's already doing more damage than he would be doing under normal circumstances. So this effect is really good. And it gets better because at level 50 it gets nuts. Basically you're doing plus 1599. Alright, this is really cool, but it sounds like something that is highly situational. But what are you going to do if your enemy doesn't bring a mechanical unit to a mechanical party, to a mechanic party, to a Sprocket party? I don't know, to a Hive party, to a Hive rave, I don't know. But basically what I'm saying is this unit would not be good if this effect would work the way that it's currently in your app and in my app and in everybody's app. There has been a change. And this is the most monumental change we've ever seen in Rivengard in terms of making a unit better. We've seen changes in the past and all of them have been nerfs. This is a great change for the better. Because this unit went from something that I was like, yeah, that's cute, I would probably bench it and just leave it, similar to Steady Crackle in my case, just went like to the top of the list in terms of people who want to play janky, cool, funny strategies. Because this word, enemy, is gonna get deleted from this effect text. Which means you can put a killer robot on the field. It's gonna do some damage. Your enemy is like, oh my god, I have to handle this killer robot. So they do something to the killer robot, they can't quite handle it, it's still on the board. It's your turn again. What you gonna do when the killer robot comes for you? Well, first it's gonna shoot some Singer rockets, does some damage, and then afterwards you can walk up with this unit next to your killer robot, use Battle Tinkerer, and it's gonna take another action. That's just completely crazy huge. If you've never played a game where there are units that allow another really good unit to take another turn, you have no idea how good that is. And it's even better in this particular set of units. Because if you've ever seen Lord Nakko's Cinder put a rocket launcher on the board that is shooting one of your units to oblivion, and then just imagine this unit walks up next to that guy and then just like casually using the passive effect. It's not the active. You can do this every turn over and over and over again, as long as that unit stays on the board and your rocket launcher is just going to shoot another enemy unit to oblivion. This is so exciting in my personal opinion. I love units that allow you to come up with new strategies and make more of other units that you already have. The only unit that we really have in that sense are the only two units. One of them is Yasmin, which allows you to use an active again. And the second unit that didn't see that much play so far is KenDad, which allows you, one of your units, after they walked up next to an enemy, which is sometimes hard to do, to attack another adjacent enemy. And this is very situational. We have all seen, or rather not seen, KenDad. He hasn't seen much play, is what I was originally going to say. Alright, now I know that this is going to be hard to make sense of, and you're like, well, I'm not sure if I should be excited about this. So let's look at some videos. Alright, the first video that we're going to have here is just a very basic video to get an understanding of what the Kill-a-Tron, the killer robot, is going to do. So again, recap, this is the active effect. So let's see, this is the Kill-a-Tron in action, or rather, we just basically break it down what this unit can do. So this is an object, as we said before, it cannot get healed, but you can like repair it. By the way, the stats are off the charts. I mean, this is a level 50 Kill-a-Tron, but still 2800 is quite a lot. And keep in mind, obviously, all of our units are currently gated at level 35. They can only go to gold rank 1, whereas the Kill-a-Tron can go to level 50, obviously, which means he's gonna have stats. Oh, this is not even level 50. This is level 50. Sorry, guys. This is level 50, which is completely off the charts. Sorry. I thought this was level 50. No, this unit is absolutely nuts. As a level 35 unit, it's got 2800, 2800. That's a lot. A lot. Like my best level 35 units, and if, in case you do not know, units stay the same in terms of stats, all the way from level 35 until level 50, unless you add like a 5th or a star or so. But let's look at this unit. This is like one of my strongest units I got. She's got 5 stars. She's only got 1400 health, and that is with some really good equipment. She's only doing 456 damage, and that is not depending on an equipment. And she's got 400 magical armor. Okay, and that's also with some equipment, although this particular equipment doesn't give much magical armor. So these stats at level 50, okay, but they're basically the same as level 35, are not the same stats as this. This is like 3 times as powerful as your average level 35 gold rank 1 unit. So this is going to be hard to kill, this Kill-a-Tron, and it gets worse, because at level 50 this is completely nuts. This is completely, if you don't have a unit that just says make thing disappear, or you have like a Cerberus or something that can say okay, you cannot move anymore, you're going to be like in a really bad position. And I know I keep hyping this unit. You haven't seen it yet. We're going to see it, no worries. Yeah, thank you so much, Nakko. Sorry, I did look at the videos, but mostly briefly. It does have the eager trait. We know this from the red rat. So it's going to be really hard to get away from this killer robot. It's going to walk towards you at the start of the turn, and then it can still like walk towards you. It's got erratic. That's something that we know from the frogs, the early tadpoles. That means that it's going to attack a random enemy unit. So you cannot control this robot. Nobody can control this robot. The machines are coming for us all. So let's look at the volatile rockets. I said this before. They're going to be doing the same damage that we have seen with Bussy. Let's quickly go back. This was my Bussy. My Bussy is currently at level 33, doing 328 to 430. And this unit is now doing a little bit more, but this is level 35. This is not a level 33 unit. So you can see the single rockets always deal the same damage. Keep in mind, they are setting the target tile on fire. That is very important. If you're going up against shades, for example, there's nothing better than getting rid of darkness. Generally speaking, there's nothing better than getting rid of darkness, because the shades are going to take 50% damage. So it's going to be much easier for this unit, or for any unit that can place fire on the board, like strong units like Agna, to get rid of shades. Let's not talk about Agna. Alright, like all of that is really good. I'm missing the word that tells you how many rockets it shoots, because, oh, here we go. Sets off a singer for each repair action that has been executed by anyone in this battle. Yes, and I think it's 1+. I think you're 100% getting 1 rocket when you use it for the first time. And then if you start using repair actions, it's going to be more and more and more. I'm not sure if this is correct, but Nakko will probably know. And we're going to have a few more videos to see this. Alright, so this is the passive ability, by the way. You're just like casually shooting rockets out of your... passively. Alright, and then there's a second passive ability, which is something that we've never seen before. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's 1 singer plus 1 for each repair action. Okay, so it is 1 plus 1. So what am I missing? Was the first one the active? No, it's both passives. Okay, volatile rockets. Oh, when defeated. Sorry, guys. I'm so confused. Okay, when defeated, it shoots even more rockets. Honestly, I did not know this. This unit just gets better the more I learn about this. Alright, so you basically, this unit is able to like completely put the entire field on fire. I know this sounds like I'm selling it, I'm overselling it, but this is what it can be doing. So normally I'm always talking about all the other game modes first. I try to give you guys a bit of an overview of what this unit can do. And we've seen this with Static Crackle, for example, where the supply drop gets better the longer that a game lasts. And then very often I say, well, the only game mode or the only game modes that we have that last a little bit longer are Onslaught and Guild Raid. And very often for these last couple of units we looked at, Guild Raid was not exactly their strength, where you're like, okay, this is like the strongest unit I've ever seen. And I don't want to stop or end the video or end the preview for the character with those insights. So we're going to first look at Guild Raid today, because we have some very exciting stuff coming for you guys. The 2 passive effects. Yeah, one is the defeated and one is the start of turn. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Nakko. Nakko's been playing with this unit a bit, I think a bit much. Maybe too much. Alright, so this is a Guild Raid fight. In case you've never seen, this is the legendary 1 dragon, by the way, because we could see that it has almost 1.5 million life. It already lost some. Who knows what happened? Maybe Nakko gave it like a bit of a whooping. I don't know. Alright, Cinder can easily bait this dragon without problems, because Cinder is a very tanky unit. We see Buzzy like doesn't mind these dragonlings. He's like, yeah, I can tank a couple of dragonlings. We will see the levels of these units at the very end of the fight. Then we see very, very big like rocket launcher, like I said. And here is the killer robot. He shoots 1 rocket at one of the dragonlings and one of the dragon. Then we do have Snazbang. Snazbang is a really good unit. Nakko, look at him playing with the fire, just stepping into the dragon's nest. No fear. Hashtag no fear for Nakko here. And then we try to keep the dragon in place. This kind of works out. The dragon is attacking in this direction. Alright. So we're doing a little bit of damage. We're at 5,699. This is not like crazy much, but at least some damage. And keep in mind, like half of our units are getting stronger the longer this fight lasts. Obviously we had Cinder with Inebriated, and then we have these robots and other units that get stronger the more repair actions that have been conducted. Dragon jumps back, maybe he wanted to land on the landmine. We are already at 13,000 damage now. So now we have a decision to make, which is what are we going to do with Snazbang? Because if we shoot the dragon, there's a very good chance that the dragonlings are coming for Snazbang, and they can easily take him out. On the other hand, Snazbang already lost a lot of life, so it's not like this unit is going to be around for like very long, much longer. Alright, so now we have the killer robot in the field. This is normally a good sign that the dragon like is flying back here to stomp on the robot. That's what dragons like to do, in case you didn't know. And we got Cinder here, and Nakko goes for full Cinder action. He wants to have a second rocket launcher. Alright, this is just getting... You can see kind of where this is going, because it's going out of hand. There's more and more fire on the board. This looks like a bloodbath. So his units keep hitting at the dragon. Another repair action. This time was not the repair action, this was the passive. So we could make the rocket just fire immediately again. And at the same time, I'm not sure if this counts as a repair action for the robot, because this would be quite exciting. The biggest problem that we can see here is that Buzzy Clongson just does not want to die. And the same is true for the killer robot. So the passive effects, like Buzzy cannot jump back into his mech suit and does a lot more singers. Right now it's 9 singers, so that's pretty good. But you don't have a chance to like get Buzzy out of the suit, out of the mech suit, and put him back into the mech suit to reuse the active ability. We talked about this in the preview for Buzzy. This is the biggest problem. The dragon is like smart enough to not go for that bait. And similar with the killer robot. Nobody's going for the killer robot. Everybody tries to go to the other units, go to Snazbang and so on. So while this team has a lot of potential, generally speaking, the damage output is not as good as when you're going with like an established summoning squad like a Dorga and other units like that. Here we can see the levels of these units. This is the most surprising thing. This must be hacked or something, because I like level 12 and still this unit helped do like a lot of damage. But again, that's the passive. The passive just says another unit takes another turn, and this is really, really big. Like 37k damage against the first legendary dragon with units that are not all legendaries is quite a lot. It's quite a lot in case you didn't know. So this is like, in comparison, this is pretty good. The interesting question would be, what would happen if all of these guys were level 50? All right, let's go on. Now we're looking at this unit in Arena. Now this is also not where this unit truly shines, in my personal opinion, because Arena doesn't tend to last very long, but we can still see how powerful this unit really is. There's Bussy, like taking his action, taking one unit down, and then here's the killer robot, like puts the tile on fire. Queen Akeshu is basically dead thanks to the fire. Umano can't really do anything. Here's the killer robot goes in, and this is already the victory. There's a very good chance that this was an unfair fight, to some degree at least, because I'm not sure if the enemy units were like as strong or as leveled as the units that Lord Nakko was playing here. But at the end of the day, you can still see how explosive, pun intended, this entire team is, and how much synergy there is in the team. Like you got a cool rocket launcher that can shoot somebody. Cool, just use it again. You got your Sunshine that can shoot at some guys. Okay, you can make Sunshine attack right away again. You got a Bussy that is doing some damage, or shot his rockets or something. You can make him attack again. So all of this is quite exciting. I think 37k with mostly epics is okay for legendary dragons. Yeah, I'm not trying to undersell it. I just don't think that like guild rate is the strongest thing for this unit, to be honest. All right, now it's getting a lot more exciting, because we're looking at game modes that tend to last a little bit longer. The first of which is the game mode that we are all playing our hearts out right now. This is the Tournament Arena. Aslan was kind enough to act as a punching bag. I'm not sure if this was the plan all along, but this is kind of what happens here. For Lord Nakko, who has a lot of experience with these units. If you haven't been playing enough Tournament Arena yet, you might not know this, but Cinder is really, really good in Tournament Arena, because the rocket launcher that she places on the board is very powerful, generally speaking. It also allows you to like zone control your opponent to some degree. They cannot just walk wherever they want. They need to be very, very careful that they don't end up in a rocket launcher. This gets worse for your enemy if they are playing Red Rat, because you cannot completely control where Red Rat is going thanks to the eager trait. Red Rat is always like moving towards you. So this is, generally speaking, not a terrible team for Tournament Arena. There's a lot of physical armor, and all of these guys have like a lot of health. They are really good outscaling the stats of your opponent's team, or basically in this case of our team, if we want, thanks to their high health values and the lots of armor. So now we see Sunshine putting some fire on the board, and now look at this. This is such a cool move. Let's quickly go back. You use Sunshine. Sunshine basically can fly over here into the shrub, and we can just force Sunshine to take this action right away, and that is what Sprocket can do. This is just like a tiny preview of how good this unit is. And just imagine, again, at common, most units don't do a whole lot of damage, which is true for mostly everybody in Tournament Arena. But if you add the effect of Sprocket, they do a lot of damage all of a sudden. So we can also go in. We don't have to be like super careful here. We can just go in with Bussy, because he can take a punch or 2 or 3. Obviously, we want to refresh Cinder. This is like #1 strategy for this particular team. And then we can place a second rocket launcher on the board in just a little bit. Alright, so here, this is Aslan's turn. He needs to decide what to do. He's going for the active of Red Rat. I think it would have made a little bit more sense to go against Bussy, because if Bussy's active cannot be used, you don't get like firepower in like the literal sense with all of these units like shooting at you. Alright, Sunshine replenishes his armor thanks to Dragon Scales. So Sunshine is now in a much better, like he's kind of hard to kill in this game mode. And now we can add a second rocket launcher on the board. This looks like double shooting, lots of, this is like a party basically. And then we can take another shot, but we're getting kind of unlucky because the tree is still on the board. The tree doesn't want to die. Nakko is trying to get rid of this. This is like a rainforest. Somebody's trying to burn down the rainforest here with rocket launchers. This is like going to extremes that I've never seen before. And finally, the tree goes down thanks to the fire tile. And now look at this board. Yes, there's 1 star or 1 point for Aslan. He has trouble getting rid of Sunshine because he doesn't have a single range unit. Yasmin is a pretty good unit because Yasmin helps you in those game modes that last a little bit longer. but he cannot do like that much damage. Sprocket also, in terms of stats, kinda tanky, kinda hard to kill. Sunshine replenishes the armor once again, so still hard to kill. And now we can see even Oakentrap is about to go down, which is just crazy. Like Oakentrap normally is a unit that is very hard to kill, but Nakko is able to take down Oakentrap almost with ease, thanks to an attack by Cinder. Cinder gets stronger and stronger and stronger, obviously because of Inebriated. And then here's a Rocket Barrage, if I've ever seen one. Lots and lots of damage. Now Aslan is like kind of behind, he's only got 1 point so far. He can get rid of Sunshine, so that's the good news. And he does. But his Boulder is almost dead, his Red Rat is almost dead, and also his hulking units are not able to get out of this corner. And now it's already 4 points for Nakko. He can use the repair action, shoot another rocket, and in the end this is match finished. This looks like a fun squad. Some people might be like, yeah, okay, this looks quite exciting. I think this is a really good squad for Tournament Arena in the future. Sunshine is kind of hard to deal with. Sunshine is relatively good against other units at the same rarity. Sunshine is a really good unit up until maxed out at rare, and then once units are going to epic, his effects now don't level anymore, or they don't scale as much as they need to be as much of a threat at this rarity. This is not the case here. Everybody's common, and at common Sunshine is an absolute beast. Yasmin, very hard to kill, can give you another active. Cinder with the cannons, very, very powerful. And then Sprocket is like basically like the missing piece almost for this team. I think this team is really, really good for Tournament Arena. And the longer the match lasts, the stronger this team gets. If Bassi fires, I don't know, 20 Singer rockets at the end, what is going to stand? Nothing. If you end up with the killer robot on the field as early as possible, and you can repair it turn after turn, you're going to be in a really, really good spot to win these matches. Alright, all of this was exciting, but wait, there's even more, because the next thing that we got is Onslaught. And this is where this unit goes absolutely berserker mode. We have seen this is Moonmine. I played this a little while ago on the live stream. My opening was always having a tree here, because it makes it so much harder for your opponents just like run through. They're gonna end up in these thorns, they cannot connect with you. This is a very strong play, my personal opinion, like stopping the opponent almost dead in their tracks, not quite, but almost. They cannot reach you anymore. Alright, now we're gonna place a rocket on the side. I like this. This is almost like a turret. Seems like it reminds me of medieval warfare basically. And now your castle, so to speak, is safe. And the enemies can only rush into these thorns, they cannot connect with your units. And now we need to think, okay, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to place another robot on the board. And you can see the robot is attacking erratic, but still doing quite a bit of damage. We get rid of the skeleton thanks to Nixie, doing a sidestep, and then obviously Nixie pretty good against these guys because she's a mage. And this guy is almost dead, not quite. So at this point I was kind of afraid. I was like, oh, is Sprocket gonna die? I hope not, because it would be a shame. I really want to see Sprocket like stay on the board for a little bit longer. Alright, so this is the first turn, second turn by the way. We are in an okay shape, but it doesn't look like we've won this match by any stretch of the imagination. Now it's kind of hard to get out of this corner that we parked ourselves into, but now look at Sprocket. Sprocket is now using the passive, the repair action, forcing Bassi to run to the front and then attack right away. And this is a very strong play, because you can still do whatever you want with Bassi. And for example, take down a gunner. Like, how is that not broken good? I'm like, really, this looks really good to me. And then we can use Sprocket here, place a second killer robot on the board, and we can see where this is going. Suddenly there's a lot of napalm, there's a lot of burning stuff on the board, and this is gonna get worse. Keep in mind, we're executing repair actions the entire time. All of our units are standing in the back, and they're just doing repair actions on our cannons, for example, on our killer robots, on Bassi, like wherever we want. And if you repair, they also attack right away again. Like, this is pretty ridiculous if you're asking me. All of these units, the robot and Bassi, are very, very tanky, very hard to take down for the opponent, and they just get stronger the longer the matches last. So this is a really good position to be in here, and this also looks like a lot of fun, to be honest. Like, this is much more exciting than controlling the opponent with a couple of summons. And did you see that? Did you see the killer robot go? This is the enemy turn. And then look at the start of the turn what the robot here, this is Bassi, this is killer robot. Look at this robot, what it's gonna do. This is the enemy turn, and now look at this. This guy. Boom, 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 boom. He just completely wipes this guy out, single-handedly destroying some very powerful enemies. Like, as if it's a walk in the park. And this is still our starting squad. Like almost everybody's at full health. We don't have that many boards, that many units on the board. This is not like we flooded the board with summons or something. We just have a couple of units on the board. But these killer robots are so powerful. The entire board starts to turn red. Everything is on fire. And these robots are like almost at 100% health. This is ridiculous in the good sense. They attack whatever they can. If there's no enemy nearby, they're just gonna put the entire field under fire. This is almost as good as darkness because the enemies cannot go through the fire, so they cannot connect with your units. So your weaker units, with the exception of the gunners obviously, your weaker units are even safe here. They cannot get hit. Now look at this. They just shoot rockets, they attack, they are still on the board, and we didn't even start doing any action, and those killer robots already almost took out the entire opposing squad. This is just ridiculous in like such a good sense. The only thing that is missing is another trait for the Hive faction that says that they just straight up ignore fire. If they could just walk over fire, they would be completely bonkers. I mean, look at this. What is this? What is this? Is this still a PG-13 stream? Because quite honestly, I'm not sure. This looks like somebody's going hard at it. I love the fact Nakko is like, yeah, I don't even care. I'm just gonna heal my units. They're just gonna stay on the board. Nobody cares. And he doesn't need to retreat. He just leaves the entire field on fire and is like, okay, it's your turn, go. And there's 3 more enemies, but they immediately get wiped out. Look at this, 400 million rockets. The only thing you have to make sure of is that your Sprocket doesn't immediately die. That's like the only thing you have to look out for. And this is a really good preview of what this unit can do if you're basically letting loose the killer robot. And I would not recommend doing that if you're the enemy. If you're like on the other side of the board, you don't want this happening to you. I mean, look at this. The entire board is on fire. I've said this a couple of times. Everybody's at full health. This is still our starting squad. There was never any doubt that we were going to win this match. They just came out and they immediately get destroyed before one of our units can take a turn. This is like hilarious, ridiculous, broken. Like there's a couple of words that come to mind. Like none of which is bad. This is fun. This is exciting. This is super powerful. I love these new units. We do have a second Onslaught run. This is I forgot the encounter name, but this is the last encounter if I'm not mistaken, or the second to last. Duskthorn something? Let me just find the file name because then I will know. It's Duskthorn Escape. Yeah, here we go. Sorry guys. Duskthorn Escape. This is the first one out of these. I feel like a tree and a rocket launcher are like the best options here to block your enemy from advancing and immediately taking down your units. And we can see that here. Very easily there's fire in the middle, so they can no longer just rush in and attack you. There's the tree also makes sure that they can no longer rush in and attack you. And this is again, we are 100% at full health, we get some board presence, the enemy has a hard time connecting with our units, like what is there not to like? And now Nakko is adding insult to injury, he's placing a second rocket launcher on the board, and they're just immediately like one-shotting opponents, even though these guys are very, very powerful. These mages are very hard to defeat, these Spirit Samurais. They're mostly my biggest problems. Cinder takes a lot of damage here and goes down, but Cinder basically did her dirty work. She put rocket launchers on the board. And you can see again, we're in such a good position, such a controlling position. Nixie is really good here, obviously, because you want to heal the units that are mechanics. And the mechanical units you want to use, here we go, Sprocket on. Because Sprocket just says, okay, I'm just going to shoot again. This looks like such an unfair fight, to be honest. Sunshine is being pushed a little bit forward, but not attacking yet, and immediately goes down. But it's not a gigantic deal, because we're waiting for some other units that are quite exciting in this particular squad. Here again, double rocket launcher attack. It's just too strong. It's just too good to be true. And now the question is, what do we do with this guy? Nakko decides, I think, yeah, he checks what's coming next, what wave is next, and then he goes in with Bassi. And look at this, Sprocket again helping Bassi to get another attack. Now if only we had one ranged attacker, we could get rid of this gunner. We can't. We could in theory. We could use Silverroot, but that's not a good idea. And the only problem here is that the match is shifting to the right side, where all of our powerful defensive barriers were on the left side. So I'm not sure I fully agree with this. If you can influence the enemy, obviously you want to make sure that they don't go for this side. Alright, Yasmin is now able to go in, take out this guy. Yasmin is very beefy, so this enemy is not going to be able to take Yasmin down, even with the gunner afterwards. And we're still in a really, really good position. So we're going to keep this running until Sprocket bites the dust, because Sprocket is the unit we're previewing, and we can again see how powerful this is. You just turned Buzzy into an absolute killing machine thanks to the passive ability of Sprocket that just allows your units to get another turn. And like I said, keep in mind, if you're using a unit like Yasmin, for example, you can make your Buzzy Clonkson even more powerful, and they hit for a ton of bricks. The longer the match lasts, the better it is for you, the worse it is for your opponent. I'm not even sure Buzzy still has is active, and if we were to look, we are already firing 10 Singer rockets. I mean, that's just crazy. So one idea would be using the passive again, so we do one attack, and then after the regular attack we can now use the Singer rocket barrage, and everything is on fire. Then Nakko is going like all out, I think. Yeah, he's even using Silverroot, and he's moving Silverroot to the front because he wants to get rid of Silverroot. Silverroot basically done his duty, and that's pretty much it. And you can see, yes, we're losing a lot of units, but that's because of the way we're playing. We could play this a lot less aggressively if we wanted to. Hey, Karipus, hi. Using Bellator adjacent to Buzzy and Sprocket both increases her repair amount because it's tied to her damage. And if Buzzy attacks twice, he gets Bellator's boost twice. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Oh, of course, if he attacks twice on the same turn, he gets the boost twice. Yes, of course, I did know that. Sorry. Makes a lot of sense. Alright, Sprocket is basically down. We could watch the rest of this in high speed. I'm not going to indulge you guys in that. It's an exciting fight, in my personal opinion. But like we saw the exciting parts, and that is Sprocket just allowing your other units to take another action, and this way like completely controlling the board and getting so much more out of this. We still have 22 more heroes. We're almost at the last, yeah, I think we already got all the waves on the board. We just need to take out a couple more enemies, and keep in mind Buzzy here is still like going really strong. Buzzy cannot go down here. He's been buffed by Yasmin a couple of times. The enemies are now going for the rocket launchers, which doesn't really work. They are very hard to defeat. Also keep in mind we got Snazbang, and Snazbang can repair from a distance, so that's powerful. And now we can send some other units to the front, because if the enemies actually focus on our units, that's in this case this is good for us, because it means our rocket launchers are just going to shoot again. And this match is basically over, even though it might not look like it yet. There's not much else happening here. And then we do have still Buzzy Clonkson. If Buzzy Clonkson were to get pushed out of its mech suit, he could just attack again. It's just ridiculous. Here we even like sacrificing Snazbang, or almost sacrificing Snazbang. We risk losing him. Or actually we don't, because the gunner cannot get. Yeah, the gunner is always standing next to one of the rocket launchers. So like I said, really good position we're in, and in the end it's like a foregone conclusion that we're going to win this fight. Enemy is doing like some. Like they try to help a little bit, but at the end of the day they cannot really do much, and this is over. Here we go, 2 rocket barrages, and that's pretty much it. So I think there was a lot of video material that we had. Thank you so much to Lord Nakko, who provided all of this. He's very excited about this unit, and I can't help but get excited about this unit after watching some of this. I think that this unit is really cool, because like I said, it ties together the faction. So far the Hive faction was like fun. Buzzy looks like a really cool unit, but like you don't get that much out of him. In my opinion, it's very hard to reconnect with the mech suit. And all of a sudden, if he can attack twice, if a unit like, if the killer robot can attack twice, the killer robot itself is going to give you more board presence. There's going to be so many more things that you can do in the future thanks to this one unit. And like I said, this change that we're going to get rid of the word enemy, and you can use this passive effect on your own units, is making a world of a difference. It makes this unit so much stronger. Alright guys, if you have any questions about the unit, feel free to shoot your question in the chat. I will try and answer them. I should have answers to most of your questions. There's a good chance that we might need Nakko for some of these, because like I said, he's played this a lot more. Now we're just gonna go to the second part of the stream, which is like, we're chilling a little bit in Tournament Arena. We do have some more time until we play Hero Arena. So let's do some Tournament Arena matches and see how I can go. I'm trying to climb back to top 50, and I'm not playing very well today. I don't know what it is. I got up this morning, kids were jumping up and down on me. I had to fight, otherwise I would have lost the ticket, and I lost immediately this morning. And then I was like, okay, this is not going to go well today. I'm too lazy to switch my team. This is like the spikiest spike team, if you're asking me. I'm not saying this is the best team for this mode, but it's one of the best teams for this mode. If you've never played against Naevis, she is highly annoying. So this enemy doesn't have an Aevis, so that means we can actually believe that the danger zone is correct for once in our lives. That's cool. Let's put an Aevis next to our ranged attackers. And let's move everybody to the front. And that's pretty much it for the opening. There's a couple of tricky units in this game mode. Obviously Silverroot, because of the way that the danger zone works. Because Silverroot just like puts the entire field into redness, which is very annoying. Cinder is kind of hard to predict because Cinder can move and then place the rocket launcher, and the rocket launcher can connect with you. So that's something I keep forgetting, even though I should really know this by now, especially thanks to the teammate that I have. Okay, nothing has changed for us. We could use the active. And if we use the active, we're gonna get a lot of frogs. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Yeah, we just need to do one more attack and then they're gonna be gone. Accio is gonna be fine. Yeah, that's it. Here you go, your turn. So now we put some pressure on the board, not like a whole lot of pressure, because these frogs are not what they are in other game modes. Could have been even stronger to use Snazbang's active, but I want to save Snazbang's active as long as possible. Or basically for maximum effect. Gix is like nice. Gix is not very powerful in this game mode. Snazbang is ridiculous in this game mode. Completely ridiculous. And we can also see the enemy plays Scruffy, maybe because he thinks that summons are a big problem in this game mode. They are not as strong as they are in other game modes. Is Gix not gonna come in? I would be surprised. Oh, okay, here we go. Okay, cool. So now we have some enemy frogs, some friendly frogs. We need to get rid of the enemy Scruffy. And we need to get rid of the enemy Grandma Bones. So now Avis is gonna move here. Oh, actually we can just shoot, right? Yeah, we can just shoot all of his units. Yeah. Yeah. This is what happens a lot when you ignore Snazbang, or when you don't know how powerful Snazbang is. Snazbang is the best unit in this game mode, as far as I'm aware. Hey Soul, hey Monster Mash, hey. Okay, that was pretty good. Let's put this. So far we're 2-0 for the day, on the stream. On stream. I lost already 4 matches, one of which due to disconnect, and one I honestly don't remember what happened. That was the second match I played. I was kind of zoned out at that point. Then I lost to Big Nasty, who is like among the top players in the leaderboard. Yeah, here we go. He's number 2 at the moment. I should have won that match, but I played like an idiot. I gotta admit. Also, he was just the tiniest bit lucky. Just the tiniest bit. I hope he will agree. And then I lost one more today against XX123XX, which sounds like a name. Okay, enemy is not playing Naevis, so we need to watch her. I mean, not to watch him. Okay, so that means we can again run to the front. Is there anything preventing us from running to the front? No. Okay, cool. Let's go to this side. What can you do? You can do Naevis. Is that it? Yeah, okay, whatever. Don't want to give them targets. So the annoying thing for the enemy is, if they were not moving, we can now connect. Interesting. Interesting strategy. Okay, then I'm gonna do this. Because I want to be able to... screw your Snaz, not your Snazbang, screw your Silverroot. Trying to annoy me with this. Okay, so now he can use Naevis, yeah. Great, look at how strong, Katsuma is her name, by the way. Look at how strong Katsuma is. If you weren't convinced of this unit, now you should be. Okay. Okay, that's good. Yeah, let's line them all up for gigs. Okay, I'm not impressed. Okay, let's line them all up for gigs. That's very nice of you. So let's try and connect. No, let's not connect. Here we go. And then Snazbang is a good unit, in case you didn't know. Yeah. Snazbang is a good unit. I think I mentioned it once or twice. So we're 3-0 on stream. Yeah, never do this. Never cluster your units if the enemy is playing Geeks and Snazbang. If they are only playing Snazbang, don't do it. Like, as soon as Snazbang is on the board, just don't do this. Get rid of Snazbang. It's the most dangerous unit. Also, my entire team is like very depending on Snazbang and Geeks. Like Sir Matt is not very strong. Firefly, I've heard this name. I can't quite put him in the guild. Hi. Is this a mirror match? No. Almost. There's a silver root for him. And he does play Geeks and Snazbang, so that's pretty bad for us. Also on this map. Oh, Jesus. And we're gonna be like super annoyed. Okay, let's try and figure this out. So his Snazbang can go here and then 1, 2, 3, 4. His Geeks can go 1, 2, 3 and then 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we cannot move is basically what I'm saying. We could move here. That could give his Snazbang an option, but we would be in a shrub, so it's not the end of the world. Hopefully. We're just gonna do this. And the problem is we cannot wait. If we wait for too long, we lose. Because he's got silver root, we don't. Yeah, and he knows that. Not everybody knows that, but most people do. Okay. Yeah, this is very bad for us. Let's move a little bit. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we can. Oh, we can move here. Okay, that's interesting. Didn't know that. I guess he can just pass again. If he passes again, we can actually connect with Sir Matt. And that would be good for us. Because together with Accio, the horses can take down 1 unit at least. Potentially 2. But he can now go Gigs, Snazbang. Oh, he's not. He's not going for Accio. That's interesting. I'm not sure I agree with this play. Okay, interesting. So now we should be able to get rid of Snazbang. Yeah, come on, really? Now we're not affecting both. We need to affect both of these guys. Come on, get rid of Snazbang. Get rid of Gigs. That would have been good. Okay, now Avis is done. So Snazbang can now move 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we should be able to move our other units a little bit forward. Like in a shrub would make a lot of sense. Am I doing this right? I honestly don't know. This is when the time comes in. So now he can shoot 1 guy, that's 1 point. He can capture, oh, he can use silver root now, which would be bad for us. But we are still in the game. Still in the game. We got 3 victory points. Okay, still in the game. Is there another unit that makes more sense? Is it? Oh, his Snazbang is dead. His Snazbang is dead. His Snazbang is dead because of his silver root cannot move. Yeah, let's do this. This might have been a misplay. But if we got a frog spawn... Yeah, now we might lose this. Ah, crap, I shouldn't have played this like that. 3 points. So Silverroot cannot do anything. Silver is out. His Accio can take 1 guy out, but he needs 2 more points. I think we got this. Yeah, that's good game. Where is it? Here we go. Not bad. Ugh. I like these matches, especially when the enemy has like 4 points, and you are like just like by the skin of your teeth you can get like another point and win it. These are the most exciting matches. Okay, let's see. like immediately. Sathuuuu. I don't think I've ever heard this player name. Hello. Oh, I don't like this map at all. The enemy is doing us a favor because they're not playing all these ridiculous units that can connect from wherever they want. So we can do this, this. And we can move in the middle. I think this is fine. What an interesting team that he's playing. Oh, is he gonna cluster his units? Oh, don't tell me you're putting someone in the middle. Don't put Dogger in the middle. Oh my god, what is this? Okay, that's like so not relevant. Okay, not the worst move. Okay, so we can get rid of the guys on the right with a timely Giggs attack. And Snazbang can also shoot someone. Let's just quickly check this. You need to go here. You need to go here. Yeah, I think so. You need to go here. And now we need to get lucky with our hits. Okay. This is gonna be 2 points. How many points do we have? 0 so far. So this would be 2 points. We can get 3 points. We can get 4 points. And then if we get lucky, we get another point with another kill. Oh, don't hit the tree! What are you doing? Why are you hitting the tree? You idiot frog! You idiot frog! Ah! But look at this little frog. He's like the MVP for us. He basically blocked the spot for... Oh, Giggs can hit here. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. So we're like on borrowed time. Almost dead. Not dead yet. We need 1 more point. 1 more point. Yeah, that's not relevant. 1 more point. Okay, we got it. If this happens, just ignore everything. Just move. Just move. Onto the tile. Forget everything. Just move. AutoMatik for free prize. Lucky to catch your stream today. The lawn wasn't too long to cut this morning. Hi all. Hey, Wonders and Rice. Hello, hello. Okay. 5-0. I like this game mode a lot. I think this game mode is great. We still have arena tickets. We're good. We're good. Okay. Top 50 is what I said. I think we can get back into the top 50. Ming. Oh, Ming is a good player. He's in one of the top guilds. He's playing Darkness. I don't think that Darkness is like the strongest choice for this game mode. The only problematic unit is normally Queen Akeshru. I've heard there's a lot of people are like very big fans of Voyasa. Like, oh, Voyasa is so good in this game mode. You have no idea. Okay, can we? No, we can't. So we can use the danger zone. Oh, the danger zone is with Voyasa. Okay, so let's see. Snazbang is out. He doesn't really do anything right now. Queen Akeshru goes 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. Is that correct? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so as far as I'm aware, the only dangerous unit right now. Yeah, the only dangerous unit right now is Voyasa, and by dangerous I mean he exists. So let's do this. Yeah, let's do this. I think we're good. We're just gonna retreat for the time being. I'm not sure this is the best move. Voyasa is good when your opponent plays against him for the first time and hits him. I guess, yeah. Just ignore him and there's no darkness spread unless you enter gimmicky units into the darkness team. Why, by the way, why is he playing Voyasa when he's not playing... I don't think I've ever seen this. Did you ever see Voyasa without runner clue? Like, why would you do that? Okay, so now we can go 1, 2, 3 with Giggs and then we cannot hit. Okay, but 1, 2 and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we can use Snazbang and we need to use Snazbang. You can move here and hit the middle. But the question number 1 is... Oh, we need to move Naivis next to Snazbang, otherwise there's nothing happening here. Wanna block the shrub. It's good. It's good. And then the middle, we can do this. Okay. And then we can get some No, that doesn't work. Need to move Accio first. So let's move Accio maybe here? Oh, Accio can just hit Snazbang. Isn't that like a good play? Okay, not dead yet, but he cannot get out anymore. I think this works. Yeah, all of our units are in shrub. And even Voyasa, who is a strong unit, doesn't really do anything now. Ooh, darkness without runner clue. Ooh. Yeah, not impressive. I'm not impressed, I'm sorry. I'm still not impressed. What you gonna do when the frog army comes for you? Maybe he's doing quests. Like, what's the idea behind this team? I don't get it. Okay, what's Voyasa gonna do? Okay, take out a frog. Strong play. Like, I think I can just lean back at this point. I don't even have to do anything. Okay, we can win this, right? Oh no, it doesn't look like we can, but we can. Let's heal up. Oh, we still have Arceus active! What the actual F? So can I go here? No, I can't. Okay, let's poison someone. Like, maybe Voyasa. Yep. Then let's use this effect. Then let's move. Let's move here, maybe. Oh no! I was too slow. I think this has never happened to me, to be honest. This was the first time. It's not good. Definitely not good. But I'm such a good position. I think we're okay. It's got 2 points. Still 2 points. We still got infinite guys on the board. His Snazbang is going to suicide in a second. Oh, and he's not going for Snazbang. Why would you not go for Snazbang, bro? Oh my god. Yeah, okay. Weird. Not well played. The timer sometimes absolutely lethal. Didn't play well. But well enough. It looked like I was in control, at least to me. Whew. Let's see. The goal is obviously 8-0. KenDad. Can't say I've ever heard this name before. Hi. Interesting team. Interesting team. There's a Sunshine. Sunshine is problematic. Why? Okay. So Sunshine can hit almost everything, but not quite everything. So we do have some spots that are free on the left side. We could move onto the left side. Do we want to shift to the left side? I think we got... This should be fine, right? I should have checked this before I do this, but I think we're gonna be okay. Here we go. I think Sunshine can hit... Oh no, he can't. Yeah, Sunshine can't hit my Snazbang, right? If this enemy continues to move forward, we're gonna be in a really good position. Sunshine. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're actually safe. Oh, he's retreating? That's too bad. Sunshine. Okay, then we're gonna... I don't know. Steal a spot. Move a little bit forward some more. I like moving forward. What I don't like about this game mode is that there's a lot of trial and error. Let's see. I don't like the frogs here. Oh, also, why did I place a mat in like vicinity of Nimrol? That doesn't look like a good move at all. Like now that I see it, it's not easy to play while streaming. Also not good. Not a good play. I have to say, not a good play. Yeah, okay. Not the end of the world. I still got Nimrol. It's really bad. Okay. Well, this is the obvious first move. Like, there's not even a discussion about it. And this is the obvious second move. Yeah, now we need to get a bit lucky. Unless we're going for the landmine. This deals what? 41 damage. And Giggs has 47 health. Okay, so Giggs is gonna survive this. Okay, this is not a good play. So let's do just this. Didn't work out. Yeah, so much for our board presence that we were hoping for. But we can get rid of the enemy Snazbang, so that's kind of good. And we can do this. And we could affect one guy, but it doesn't seem worth it. Where's our frogs? Man, these enemy frogs, they are really working for me. Look at this. The dogger cannot connect with us now. Okay, got the summons out. It's good. It's pretty good. But we got 4 points. 4 points. There's only two more actives. Nimrul and of course Dogger. Oh, we're still alive. Oh, we're still alive. This is not good for you, bro. This is not good for you. We just need to take out Nimrul now. And we got a Giggs and a Snazbang and a Sir Matt. Yeah, I think we got it. Okay, so Giggs. Yeah, Snazbang, and we win. Here we go. Woo! 7-0. 7, not 76. 76-0. Woo! It seems like a rainstorm is coming. Give me a second, I'll be right back. Yeah, there's this person coming to Berlin and she's notorious for bringing bad weather with her. You might know this girl by the name of Ratatosk. We're in 16th, so we're doing quite well. Let's see if we can get one more win. Getting nervous here. Let's see. Silver rank 1? Oh, iron rank 1. Marley 33. Never heard the name. And I go first. Hi. Enemies playing Giggs, and that's the danger? Is that it? Okay, cool. So not that many units that you need to be afraid of. But the danger zone is annoying again. Oh, Jesus Christ. What's with these people that love to screw me over with the danger zone? Let's place him here. And you can go here. And that's the turn. The rain here moves very far to reach you and fast too. Where are you based exactly? Like that's supposed to be like a really big rainstorm coming to Berlin. Oh, by the way, we can already reach the opponent. 1, 2 spots and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So Snazbang can already connect. That's pretty good for us. This is not relevant whatsoever. So we can move Snazbang 2 to the front. Naevis 1, 2, 3 here. Giggs 2 here. Ah, man, if he didn't move. But I think we got this, right? Naevis 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Naevis can go there, right? Naevis can go here. Snazbang can go here. Giggs can go here. Like all of this seems way too good to be true. Okay. You go here. Yeah, you go. Oh, you can't. Okay, cool. Good put. Good reason why you're not going there. Let's move as much to the front as we can. Ah, stupid fire tiles. Okay, you go here. Can he do anything? Am I missing something? No, right? Like he's got 0 points. He can secure 2 tiles with his 2 units and kill. Like Silverwood is not going to do anything. Because Silverwood needs to get rid of the summon first. Yeah, that's not like, well, I'm not impressed, sorry. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, good game. Here we go. So let's do this. Let's do this. Woo! 8-0. I'm not convinced with the unit selection that our enemy was playing here. But the main problem that he did, again, you just need to watch out. If you're getting hit by Giggs and Snazbang, it's just over. It's just immediately over. That's what I like about this team. You don't have to think that much. Like as soon as these 2 units can connect together, it's over. And Naevis makes it very hard to plan for that. Alright, that's with the tournament arena. I think I did quite well. Let's quickly do a Treasure Beach run. Treasure Beach run. So nothing super new here that you guys haven't seen before. This is just current strategy. Raisin actually suggested playing a flying unit on this encounter, which is a really good point. I totally agree with him. you want to go out obviously as fast as possible from the back, and then now we're in a good position because we can move towards the front. Here you want to go with Nimrod first, because then you can get next to the gold piles, and now we can go to the middle. That's the cool part. Okay, and now we want to, if we somehow can, connect the two looters, so we get double loot. And that is possible here if we move Yasmin here and then move here. And now we got double loot. And that's the idea. You always want to split your units. At least I want to. I don't want to put both looters on one side. I think that's not a good strategy. And yeah, then you want to run inside. So here we're going to go for the right side. So we're going to go here and then here. You first go to the farther away spot. No, actually that's not super necessary, I guess. Yep. Okay. 2 turns left, so we can still connect with the left side. Just gonna reserve this spot. Let's try and get the crits. Yeah, and let's move to the other side. Last turn. Okay. Here it makes the most sense to go here with Yasmin. Go here with Bassi. Doesn't matter if we place him here or here. It's always the same number of loot actions. Then we can go for his active, pick up some stuff. Then we can go for Nimrod, and then it's basically over. That's the best I can do. I need to play Treasure Beach sometimes very, very fast towards the end of the day. You can see here, it's 7 hours and 33 minutes until I get my next ticket. It's 4:23. Which means that it's gonna be 7 hours and 37 minutes until the end of double gold day. So I'm gonna set a reminder, and this evening, like 4 minutes before the change of server day, or sorry, before the end of double gold day, I can run through Treasure Beach one more time. Then I need to play very fast, and that way I'm gonna be picking up the double gold bonus 4 times. So that's not bad. And I think we have a bit more time, and now we can actually do hero arena matches, and that's almost it. I think that's pretty much it. This is my off season, so it doesn't really matter that much what happens. Oh, yes. I'm like, Tokon? Oh yes, I did play Tokon. Yeah, we can just go through this thought experiment with the battle difficulty a few more times, guys. So here we would play. I think we cannot do this on this opponent. Let's see. So assuming his units are relatively weak, we don't need Tim, and we just need these units. Oh, it's still only 3 stars. Huh. Can we make that? I guess my Accio is too strong. I should unequip Accio's weapon, for example, because that's gonna help a little bit. Okay. I don't want to play another unit. If I play another unit, I'm not getting my... Oh, interesting. It doesn't affect the bonus? Okay. This is if I'm going for maximum number of stars. This is how I would play this. Yeah, I think this is fine. Because then you can just move her to the front and then just do this. And then you get a couple of skeletons. And 2 of them should be able to connect with Basic Longson. And then the match is over. Or like this, yeah, that also works. So now that would have been a 3 difficulty match, which is pretty good. Let's see if we got a 15... Yeah, AutoMatik. We just had AutoMatik here on the stream. It's 3 stars difficulty. On this encounter, it's kind of hard. Also, what is Tokon doing? Why is there 2 Tokons on the board in the Legend League? What is happening? What is happening to Rivengard? Tokon taking over. Okay, so we need to play you. We want... The good thing is that my Sir Matt is pretty weak, so that's good. And normally I also want to play Giggs, but I'm not sure. Yeah, Giggs is changing it to easy difficulty. Let's see if we can make that work, that we get 3 stars. Tim plus my Vara should be enough. That's not my experience, to be honest. But we could try that. My Vara is not very built. She's just epic. She's not even gold rank 1. I mean, I don't think we can get to... Oh, we can get to 4 skull difficulty. Ooh. What if we do this? You would have to... No, you're in the right spot. Tokon is a bit of a problem. If Tokon wasn't there, this would be way easier. Famous last words. No, nobody ever said these words before. Let's see. We want to go 1 to the back. Yeah, I think this is fine. We're just going to add a 4th unit, and just to rub it in, we're going to play Tokon as well. Okay, let's see. We're going here. Sure. We can use Matt. Then we can use Tim. Oh yeah, I think you were right. I think you were right. No, you were not right. Unfortunately. You're gonna miss your next turn. I think I should have played this the other way around. Oh my god! Are we getting wrecked now? What else do... Oh, we need to get rid of Queen Akeshu before anything else happens. Oh, we can't! Oh my god, we can't get rid of Queen Akeshu. This is terrible. This is terrible. I should have never tried this. Come on, die. Oh my god, we're never gonna get rid of Tokon. I can see this. Oh, and he's also got Polearm. What a good unit. I cannot get beat by... Okay. Yes. Yes. Yeah. What is this? What is this Queen Akeshu? What is she spawning shades for? 504? What is happening, AutoMatik? What are you doing? Where are your 900 health shades? Nobody cares for that. Jesus. 500 health? 500 health. Forgot about Tokon in his bulk. Yeah, no worries. We can try. This wouldn't have been the full score, because we cannot lose a unit. I think my Vara was the best choice. But also I didn't play this correctly. And as you can see, you want to be as close to the top as possible, because if you're playing in the back, there's a lot of enemies that don't have like that much hero power. So it's harder to find someone who's going to give you decent score. So in this case, quite honestly, there's a Dorga on the board. I want to get rid of Dorga before something happens. And normally I would play her and him. Yeah, this is the worst team I can muster for this level. Maybe I can bench Grandma, but then I don't get summons. I want summons. Huh. What happens? Yeah, 1 star. Okay, so we need to find another unit that is not completely terrible. 2 stars. Woo! I think this is the best I can do. I can never get 3 stars, so let's just go for this. Lots of thought experiments today. Yay! Thank you, Tanamo. We needed more summons. Thanks. Okay, cool. Your move. Oh yeah, exactly. She even moves out. What is happening? Here. I need to find more ways to bench more units to get more points. Here we go. 14 points for 462. I think we can make this work. We can get 3 stars difficulty. Ooh! Who can connect? His Snazbang can connect. And that's it. Yeah. So if we were to... I guess we have to take out Snazbang to really see another alternative. So we could do this, and then place Naevis in the middle. And that way we would get rid of... Yeah, he could get rid of the entire board right away. The problem is we don't get tiny difficulty. Yeah, it's always 2 skulls at least. Huh. This is gonna be one very tricky festival if you're asking me. At least it doesn't go to 1 skull difficulty. Quite honestly, there was a lot of 1 skull difficulty matches. So who do I have to bench? Oh, if I bench Kicks, I can get to 1. Yeah, to 3. So let's see. If we move Snazbang 2 and Grandma Bones So we move Snazbang here into this spot and Grandma Bones into this spot. Then we shoot with Snazbang in this general direction. And then we can use Queen Akeshu to take out Tanamo. And no one. And then we still have skeletons on the board. And they got... I don't know if this works. Oh, normally I want to have Akio as well. But this doesn't seem to work. Let's see if we find another unit that is... come on, why are my units all too strong? Yo! Here we go. Is that good? I guess not. Let's try Silver Root. Yes! That's an actual good unit for this particular lineup. So let's see if that works. We want to have you here. You can go either here or here. Doesn't really matter. Okay, this is our opening. Did you see Queen Tanamo? Seriously, Tanamo? You're like, yeah, I need to go back to where I started. Okay. And let me guess. You can do something here, right? 3 skull difficulty. This is gonna be one interesting festival if you're asking me. This is gonna be one here we go, Intara. 671. Maybe we can get 4 skulls out of him. We can squeeze 4 skulls out of him. It's 4 skulls already. Woo! Problem solved. Okay, I've played this a million times, obviously. Normally we want to have Akio on this because it helps. Then it's 3 skulls difficulty. Okay. So you want to go here. You want to go here. And then the 4th unit. Okay. Akio is too strong. I need to unequip Akio quite a bit for this festival. Note to self. Unequip Akio. Grandma Bones as well. What do I normally do? Normally I use Tim here. Yeah, this is what I normally do. But still, like 3 skulls is really good. Like it's a lot of... Yeah, it's a lot of points. Festival points. Yeah, let's try this. So normally I would go here and then here. You want to start with this. Yeah, now my own skeleton is gonna suicide again. Oh no, it's not. Yeah, but like point optimization is gonna be like very big. Like in the past you would have to play guys like Pankok if you wanted to get max scores. Now you can play even easier opponents and you can still get like relatively hard. Oh, okay. Well, this is one of those encounters where you only need Nimrol. Maybe Grandma Bones, but not necessarily. Let me just see. Okay, here we go. But his units weren't super strong, so we need to be kinda careful. Oh, can we play Snazbang? Not with these. Yeah, I mean that's gonna get the job done, right? Okay. Anybody else? Can you play? Ooh! Ooh! You can play a full 5. Wait, is that an actual good unit? Like, I don't know, maybe it's Cinder or something, or Aradel. If the enemy Dorga goes, oh Jesus Christ, I can play all my good units here. Look at this, I can go higher and higher. Still 4 difficulty. Wow. Still? Really? How is that 4 skulls difficulty? That's like walk in the park team. What? What? Can you play? No. Okay. Okay. Now we were pushing it. Now we were pushing it a bit too much. Okay. So Panda cannot go. Can you go? No. You cannot. Okay. 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 So let's do this. Oh, that's too strong again. Man, that's a fine line we're walking here. Let's bring you in. That looks way too good to be true. Okay, sure. Alarm. Yeah, I was kind of fearing that. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Dorga is the one that is still alive. Okay. 4 skull difficulty. Clearly 4 skull difficulty. Oh man, I'm looking forward to that new festival. It's gonna be good. Here we can go up against Armagus. Oh, I shouldn't play that many matches, by the way, because this evening, when the festival starts, we need to play arena. Forgot about that. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit harder. Let's just see what we can do. So we can play Gigs, hopefully. We can play Grandma Bones, hopefully. Him, yeah. Now it's getting too easy. So this is what I would normally play here. But we can probably bench someone. Oh my god, this doesn't help. Wow, okay, we can't get to we can't easily get to 3 skulls. So let's stick with this. No, she's even stronger than him. Yeah, I don't think I can get to 4, so let's do this. Oh, Jesus, Silver Root. I hate this unit. Okay, so this would be a regular attack by Tim, who's doing 448 and 819, so it's 1200. Okay, so even if he crits, he wouldn't kill my Gigs. Yeah, I can live with that. Okay, nobody can connect here. Oh, he's got high ground. Didn't take a factor in high ground. Should have. Should have factored in high ground. Okay. You can't really do anything? Really? Come on. Yeah. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. And now let's see if we can wipe the board some. Okay. No problem. Almost. Almost. No, I should first use Gigs. Okay. Keep in mind, guys, I totally forgot about this, to be honest. Obviously, festival is starting this evening. You want to start with 14 arena tickets, because quest number 4, quest number 5, something like that. Oh, Roho. That would have been 4 skull difficulty very easily. Because quest number 5 or so is play 20 arena matches. One of the most hated quests in in the entire festival. Not gonna lie. All right, I think that's it for today. There's nothing else I can do here except for playing some campaign stuff. If you haven't seen it, because it's double gold day, I'm just gonna quickly show you my best strategy. I even saved 1 ticket for you guys for this encounter, how you can get the most gold. So we're doing this quite a lot, making the most of double gold day. So here you want to play. Now I can play my strongest units again. This is all getting very confusing. Bessie has them in. Here. You want to go here. We want to have you, and then also Naevis. Here we go. That is correct. And then we move 1 forward. Enemy moves in. You can position your looters. Get this in. So you have some shades on the board. And then you pass play. Then the same thing always happens. Oh, okay, almost always happens. It's kind of new. This is also alright. Now you want to move to the front with Bussy. Naevis goes here, you go here, you go here. And then you can use Naevis' active. Normally this is where the Meteoritis is where Tana normally is. And then Tana is going to push into this spot and she's going to get hit again by Naevis' passive. So this way she cannot flee. It's not as good, but it's quite alright. Yeah, we can get rid of this guy though. And we can get rid of... Yeah, here we go. And then you can move in. Now you get rid of 1 with Penda. And then it's time for Rocket Brigade. And that's how you can loot quite a lot. It's like 300 loot. Yeah, 320 loot. And that gives you like 2,240 gold. It might be... Sometimes it's like... Yeah, like a tiny bit more. But this is roughly the the max that I can do on this level. So pretty good. This is it for Tanamo's elite level. For Darcy, I have a slightly different approach than I used to have. For Darcy, you want to play her here, him here. If you happen to have her, Grandma Bones here, Tim in the middle, and Queen Akeshru again. So then you start placing your looters next to enemies. Place Grandma Bones here, and then you can go for the active of Tim. Take out one more unit, and now we already looted 4 times. That's 4 times loot. Enemy goes in. Yeah, normally the shade dies after being thrown. Now we don't want to be super aggressive, so I'm just moving like this normally, and then get rid of this one guy and get another skeleton. And that's it. You don't want to do any more attacks, because now these enemies tend to line up next to our guys, which is in our interest, and we can get another double loot going. Alright, so now we need to get first rid of this guy. Then we can get rid of this guy. And then you can attack this guy. And you still have Rocket Brigade. No? Yes, I do. And this way you get like 6 or 7 loot actions. And in the end, that's almost as much as the Tanamo level. Like, it's more looting, slightly less base gold, but at the end of the day it's also 2,100 gold per run. Which is pretty good. This is what I do every Saturday, obviously. For Harun, I have like a slightly different changed approach, but only slightly different. Here I'm sending Bassi to the top, to the bottom. I want her here. I want Tanamo here. And then I usually place Bulmon. There's a unit that I need to play for a quest. I forgot. Let me just see what it is. Lionet. Okay, let's play Lionet then. Because the 4th unit really doesn't matter. So let's play Lionet. Okay, so Bassi here, him here, Tanamo, and then Lionet apparently, who we were supposed to play here. Okay, and then you can go in with Bassi. Doesn't matter if he gets the job done or not. Then you can do this. This is I've seen this. You've seen this before. I've done this a million times. Yeah, and just place Lionel somewhere. It doesn't matter. And we're not just defeating the enemy just now. We want to transport or teleport to the other side of the board. Because we want to get 2 loot actions in. Lionel needs to now move out of range of the enemy. Okay. And now you can get both looters next to the enemies. And then you just have to take out the enemies. And that's normally not much of a problem, because you have Rocket Brigade. Ow! And in the end, that's 928 gold. Also not bad. Not as good as the other ones, but also not bad. Yeah, and basically if you do this the entire day, you, I don't know, depending on the treasure beach level you're on, you can do like 300 gold, 300k gold. Well, actually that's a bit much. Let me know. I don't think that's true. How much did we get for the treasure beach run? I think like 30k times 2 is 60k. So you can get 60k 4 times. Yeah, I guess. 60k 4 times. 240k already. Wow. And then on top of that, you can play all of these elite bosses. And they get like an average of 2,000 per run. Not all of them give you 2,000, but almost 2,000 per run. And there's 5 of them. So you can get like 2,000 times 5 times 5. So that's another 50k in the day. So you're almost getting 300k on double gold Saturday if you're like optimizing for gold. I'm not, because I want to unlock this new unit at the end of the day when the festival starts, which hopefully makes sense. Alright guys, I think that's it for today. Did I miss some messages? I don't think so. Yeah, you've been very quiet today, I don't know why. I hope you enjoyed the preview. I hope you enjoyed the live tournament play, as well as some arena, not that much. Like I said at the very beginning, the new festival structure allows a lot more people to unlock these units at higher rarities. I'm definitely going to shoot for epic. There's no question about this. This unit is going to be great. In my opinion, I really, really like this unit. Especially because if you want to have fun every once in a while and you want to play some funny mechanic units, do some crazy stuff, this is the unit for you. It has it's historic in the sense that this is the first unit that was changed before it was released, as far as I'm aware, in such a significant way that the unit went from, yeah, this is cute, to, I love this unit. I don't think I've ever seen this before. I cannot remember another unit where I was like, yeah, this is such a change for the better. And also the unit is not broken. The unit is really good, but I don't think that the unit is broken by any stretch of the imagination. So I just think the unit is really fair, it's really cool, and I look forward to playing with it. And I hope you guys are feeling the same way after today's preview and some of this other live content. I was watching on the TV, no chat option there. That's a good excuse. Hope you saw us play you in, what was it? I think it was regular arena, hero arena. Oh yes, it was your Queen Akeshu that was only doing 500 damage. Or 500 health shades. Get back to leveling, AutoMatik. What is happening? Where's your team? And where's your guild? Where are you guys? You are like top 20, right? Just if you get your Queen Akeshu to level 50, you could be top 15. You can give like Vendetta a run for their money. Yeah, look at the leaderboard. What was it? Was it Tesla Force? I'm sorry, I don't remember this. Is it correct? Oh no, this is Sims Guild. I'm sorry. Oh, here we go! I know my Riven God buddies. I'm not feeling so bad now. Tesla, oh, you're already top 15. You're top 11. Almost, it could be top 10. All you have to do is level your Queen Akeshu some more. Get on it. Level 50 Queen Akeshu next time we play. Alright guys. It's not fun. It's not fun leveling Queen Akeshu. But it's a little bit more fun than leveling a couple of other units. Alright. That's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. I wish you all a great weekend. I'm just happy I was able to fit this into my day because my older boy is at a birthday party. My younger boy was like about to be roaming around, but I got him to a friend and now we had the time to do the stream. That's all I could do. This is all the me time I have this weekend, and I spent it with you. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I see you either in the arena or, of course, on the official Discord. Bye-bye, guys. Take care.